That familiar face you saw across the room, you didn't actually see them. You saw your history with them projected onto their features. Your mind just served you a highlight reel disguised as present moment perception. This lesson teaches that when we look at anything, a cup, a person, a situation, we're not seeing what's actually there, but rather reviewing our stored collection of past experiences with similar things. This explains why we react so strongly to present moments that haven't actually happened yet. We're responding to old stories our mind instantly overlays on fresh reality. Here's what's happening. Your mind works like a film projectionist who's gotten confused about which movie is playing. Instead of showing you the live footage streaming from your eyes right now, it keeps splicing in clips from your personal archive, old scenes of betrayal, disappointment, success, or fear. You think you're watching current reality, but you're actually seeing a greatest hits reel of your past, projected onto the present moment's blank screen. Your coworker walks into the meeting room with that particular expression, the slight tightness around their eyes, the way their mouth sets. Instantly, your stomach drops. You know that look. It's the same expression from 6 months ago when they questioned your proposal in front of everyone. Before they even speak, you're already defensive, already crafting your counterargument. But then you catch yourself, they haven't said anything yet. That familiar dread isn't about this moment, it's about a moment that already happened, being replayed on today's screen. Once you start noticing this pattern, it shows up everywhere. Pick up your coffee mug right now. Are you seeing this particular ceramic object in front of you? Or are you experiencing every coffee you've ever held? The warmth through your palms from cold mornings, the bitter taste of that terrible office brew, the comfort of your favorite cafe. It's all there, layered onto this innocent cup. Your mind is frantically cross-referencing the present with its filing system of the past. It's like having a personal assistant who responds to every new experience by dumping boxes of old photographs on your desk. Here, it says breathlessly, "This reminds me of that time when," and before you know it, you're not experiencing now, you're reliving then. Think about the last time you met someone new. Within moments, your brain had already decided. They remind you of your ex, or that teacher who believed in you, or the friend who betrayed you. You're not getting to know them, you're getting reacquainted with ghosts they happen to resemble. This mental habit runs so deep we rarely question it. We walk through our days responding not to what's happening, but to what happened. Every interaction becomes a reenactment. Every moment gets filtered through yesterday's lens. But something shifts when you catch the projectionist in the act of switching reels. There's this strange moment of recognition, like catching your reflection doing something you didn't realize you were doing. Let me take you deeper into that meeting room. Your coworker sits down, and you're still braced for impact. But this time, you notice something. You notice that you're noticing. You see yourself preparing for a conversation that hasn't started yet, defending against words that haven't been spoken. And in that gap, that tiny space between what's actually happening and what your mind is projecting, something loosens. The old footage flickers. For just a second, you see your coworker as they actually are in this moment, maybe tired, maybe thinking about lunch, maybe not even remembering that meeting 6 months ago. That's playing in vivid detail in your mind. This is where the humor starts to creep in. Here you are, fully suited up for battle, while they're probably wondering if the coffee is fresh. You've been having an entire relationship with a memory while the actual person sits there, unavailable to you behind your projection screen. There's a spacious moment when the old footage stops and current reality comes into focus. It's like someone finally found the right remote and switched from the rerun to the live broadcast. Suddenly, everything looks different, not because anything external changed, but because you stopped adding yesterday's subtitles to today's scene. Your coworker speaks, and for once, you hear their actual words, not the words you expected based on last time. Their face isn't wearing that expression you thought you saw, that was your projection. They're actually asking about your weekend, genuinely curious about that project you mentioned. The meeting unfolds, and it's nothing like the one your mind had pre-scripted. It's lighter, easier, more collaborative. Not because they changed, but because you're finally present for the meeting that's actually happening instead of defending against the one that happened before. This is what becomes possible when we recognize that familiar drop in our stomach, that defensive stance, that predictable irritation. These aren't responses to now. They're old films being replayed on today's screen. Once you start catching these projections, interactions feel surprisingly lighter. It's like you've been carrying around a heavy projector everywhere, setting it up before every conversation, every meeting, every encounter. Now you're learning to leave it behind. That person who always makes you feel small. Take away the always, and what's left is just this moment, this conversation, these specific words being said right now. Maybe they're having a bad day. Maybe they're scared. Maybe, and this is the strangest realization, they're not actually doing what you thought they always do. The projectionist in your mind wants to keep its job. It whispers urgently, but remember what happened last time. Don't you see the pattern? You need to protect yourself. And yes, patterns exist. People do tend to behave consistently, but when we're seeing the past instead of the present, we lock them into roles they might be trying to change. We lock ourselves into reactions that no longer fit. Here's the gentle humor of it all. We've been arguing with ghosts, having full conversations with people who aren't there, defending against attacks that aren't happening, preparing for betrayals that exist only in our mental archives. Your partner walks in the door, and before they speak, you've already decided they're upset with you. Why? Because one time, 3 years ago, they walked in with that same coat thrown over their shoulder and you had a fight. The coat becomes a time machine, transporting you back to that difficult evening. You start explaining yourself, defending your position, and they look at you, confused, because they were just thinking about dinner. We do this with places too. That restaurant isn't just a restaurant, it's where you got the promotion news, so now it glows with success. That street corner isn't just concrete and traffic lights, it's where you said goodbye, so it aches with loss. We've turned our entire world into a museum of our past, each object and face and place displaying the meaning we assigned it long ago. But what if you could walk through your day seeing what's actually there? Not the museum displays, but the living, breathing, changing present. Your coworker, not as the person who criticized you, but as whoever they are today. Your partner, not as a collection of every argument and reconciliation, but as the person standing in front of you right now. This isn't about forgetting the past or pretending patterns don't exist. It's about recognizing when we're responding to memory instead of moment. It's about giving the present a chance to be itself, surprised by what emerges when we stop scripting every scene in advance. The past has its place in the past. When it keeps playing on today's screen, we miss the only movie that's actually showing, this one, right now, with all its unexpected plot twists and previously unseen possibilities. If you're finding value here, you're welcome to like the video and subscribe. And now, let's shift into a quiet guided meditation together. Find a comfortable position and let your body settle. No need to sit any special way. Just be comfortable. Let your breath find its own rhythm. Nothing to control or direct. Bring to mind someone you'll see today or tomorrow. Notice how quickly your mind serves up their story. All the history, all the expectations. Now imagine their face, but let it be soft, undefined. Like you're seeing them for the first time. What would it be like to meet them fresh, without the weight of every previous encounter? Feel that space opening up, room for surprise. Room for something new. Notice any tension in your body as you hold their image. Maybe your shoulders tighten, preparing for the usual dance. Maybe your jaw sets, ready for the familiar frustration. Let those preparations soften. You don't need armor for a meeting that hasn't happened yet. Breathe into the spaciousness of not knowing, of allowing this person to be new in this moment. The old films might flicker at the edges of your awareness. That's okay. You're learning to recognize them as replays, not reality. Rest in this open space. No past to defend against, no future to prepare for. Just this breath, this moment, this fresh possibility. When thoughts of old patterns arise, notice them like clouds passing through an open sky. They move through. They don't define the sky. Take a few more breaths here, feeling the relief of putting down the projector, feeling the lightness of meeting life as it is. When you're ready, let your eyes gently open. Carry this freshness with you. Each face you see today is new. Each moment is its own. The projector might start up again. That's natural, but now you know how to notice when the old films begin to roll. And in that noticing, there's freedom. We're glad you practiced with us today. If it's helpful, a free digital copy of A Course in Miracles is available via the link in the description. You're also welcome to leave a short comment like, "I am grateful. Thank you for taking this time to see with fresh eyes." As you move through your day, you might catch that projector starting up again, overlaying the past onto the present. That's okay. Each time you notice is a moment of freedom. Be gentle with yourself as you practice seeing what's actually here. Until next time, trust the freshness of this moment.